Good morning, everyone. It's Jody Schwan from Sioux Falls Stop Business, hopping on a bit earlier than usual today for what we hope might become a daily Facebook Live look-in with various people throughout our business community. I got to be honest, it's a little odd to be side by side here virtually with Tom Slattery, and I'm still in coffee mode for the day. Still drinking coffee.
Me
Are you?
too.
Oh, nice. All right. So, obviously, this is not our normal setting for Tom, the owner of JJ's Wine, Spirits, and Cigars. Uh, where are you and why?
Little insight into me personally. This is our home office that Gene and I put together when we built this house a couple years ago. We knew that when we were moving into JJ's 3.0, but that there was going to be some working from home opportunities, just to kind of give us a little break from the chaos. So we have a nice little office area for us to work from, and I've been spending a lot of time here of late as we're trying to minimize the number of people that we have at the shop. So Zach is taking the lead on making sure that everything's taken care of there, and I kind of work from the behind the scenes. We really want to make sure that we don't have more people than are absolutely necessary there, but still be able to expedite the quality service that people are used to.
For
So
sure.
yeah, so here I am.
So, was
Yeah.
this office set up already, or did you have to pull this together? I know some of you have been telling me you've had to be assembling these desks that you've been holding on to. You've had to really make an impromptu setup. You look like you're kind of moved in, though.
Oh no, this is my usual base of operations for
Okay.
doing behind the scenes book work and
Yeah.
ordering and all that kind of fun stuff. So
Okay. Very good. Last time we had Tom on, everybody, you all liked engaging and sharing your comments. So feel free to tell us hi in the comments, or if you have any questions about how things are going, or if you want Tom to make some recommendations for you. Tom, I was going to pull this up, and then as usual, my morning is just getting away from me. But I saw a story out this morning that alcohol sales nationwide are actually pretty robust here. As we are all in stay-at-home mode. Obviously, you've had to make some operational changes to the store. JJ's is more than simply a store, but how's business going?
Our retail business is doing fairly well. It as expected, when people can't go out to eat, they're going to eat and drink at home. So we've adapted accordingly, doing a ton of curbside pickup. We're doing people call in their orders. They either call me, they call Zach, they send us emails or whatever. We put everything together. They pay either Venmo or they pay through Square or they pay just give us their credit card over the phone. We run it out to the car for them. So no, we're definitely seeing an uptick in retail traffic, but we built our facility where we're at in order to host on-premise events and cocktailing and all that kind of stuff. So we're feeling the pinch just like everybody else is, but we're doing what we can. Gene's picked up a huge amount of slack from some of our on-premise activities by doing a lot of these prepared meals that we've been doing. We call them Buffy's making her presence known.
Oh yeah, we
Uh,
got to make this happen too.
we She's been doing each week. She's been putting single serve. Actually, it's two serving containers into our bakery cases, of a variety of different foods and stuff. Just comfort food, things that
Yeah.
people want to typically eat when they go out to eat, but don't necessarily want to make themselves. And we've been selling it out every week. It's been crazy how well this has been received. And so we loaded up the cases yesterday. I think we're about a third depleted on our inventory, so there's quite a bit of food left for people to go and pick up. It's stuff that you're going to grab, take home, heat it up, and eat it. And then she's going to load it up again tomorrow with another variety of different things to get us through the weekend.
The
So
dishes are great, by the way. I was reviewing this right before we went on live, and I went, oh, I should order that. You know what's coming up? You guys were doing some rotating features on Fridays, especially for
yeah.
Lenten type meals. What's coming up on the menu? Do you know?
Like tomorrow, she's putting together her braised short ribs and mashed potatoes, and she's doing more of the Colorado beef enchiladas have been the hot item for us. For whatever reason, people are just going nuts over enchiladas. And then she's also making, I can't, crab cakes. Yeah, we're doing
Oh,
crab cakes for the
nice.
first time. Yeah, they're going to be some pretty good sized portion crab cakes. So just fun stuff that, like I said, people aren't typically accustomed to making themselves, but really enjoy when they go out to eat. So
Oh, that's terrific.
yeah.
Meanwhile, it's been fun for me to see. how business owners are adapting. Not easy, but you're really seeing the true entrepreneurs emerge, and I would put Tom in that category because you've done so many interesting little slants and new approaches around your business model, including a pretty cool deal with Rito coming up. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we started last week with Whiskey Wednesday with Zach. We started doing a we did a virtual whiskey tasting last Wednesday. So people came in, they picked up their sample kits. We're doing the same thing again tonight, and I think 3 o'clock is cut off or 4 o'clock is cut off for today. If anybody wants to jump in on today's tasting,
Oh, okay.
you either need to call Zach at the store, 357-9597. Order your whiskey sample kit and go down and pick it up, and then you'll be set up for our tasting live tonight at 5:45. It'll be right here on Facebook too. But in doing that, we kind of just started to kick around some ideas and trying to figure out other ways to engage people while they're at home, because people are really starving for something to do. And so I talked to my friend Ann Kazera, who honestly, Annie is probably 3/4 of her time is spent on the road. She is constantly traveling. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere. And I think that this last week and a half or 2 weeks is probably the most she's been home in the last few years that she's been working for Riedel in the capacity that she does now as their vice president of on-premise sales. So I was talking to her over the weekend, and I said, "Hey, how about doing a virtual glass tasting?" And she said, it's funny you should talk about this, because not all that long ago they were in a meeting with George Riedel and Max and the rest of the crew, and they had talked about how this was probably going to be how things were going to evolve into at some point, regardless of COVID. And so we thought it'd be kind of cool to put it together. We might have 10 people, we might have 100 people on the stream, but we're going to run everything through Zoom. And so everybody will be able to interact with the panelists that are going to be on with us. And so it's going to be Ann, myself, Ann's brother Benny, who works for Republic National here in town. And then George Riedel himself is going to make an appearance to kind of introduce the tasting format and how we're going to do things, and just make sure that people know that he's still alive as he's held up at his house down in Arizona.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be neat. We're really looking forward to it. Like I said, we don't know. I mean, people aren't spending a ton of money right now. So it's and it's not where the glasses, obviously you're getting $120 worth of stemware for $60.
Oh, nice.
So our ticket price for it is $60 plus tax, and then you're going to pick your wine package. So your wine package is basically going to be, you got to ask yourself the question, how much wine do I want to have left at the end of the night? If you just want samples to do the glass tasting, we're going to provide you with that. If you want splits or half bottles, we can provide you with 4 different splits. If you want full bottles because you really want to have some fun for that evening, then we provide you with that. So
here's the thing, you're not going out, right? So I mean, if you're going to indulge,
might as well have
you
some
got
fun.
the stemware at the end of the deal.
And you get the stemware at the end of the deal. We're going to be, so we're offering that glass tasting set, that's $60, and then we're also going to do some deals on some 2-packs of the Performance Series stemware too. So it's going to be fun. It's a totally different, cutting edge kind of way of doing these things. And what our total goal here is to really just keep people engaged and keep people entertained, and really give them, maybe people plan it as a date night. Maybe they'll get dressed up and then jump on the Zoom chat with us, and me, I'll probably be looking just like this because this is my home attire.
I agree.
I'll be downstairs in my home bar with my glasses set up so that I can play along too. So
I know I've heard about this whole, we'll get dressed up, and I'm thinking, no, I'm not. I'm all about the virtual socialization. The getting dressed up to sit in my kitchen. I don't know about that, but
I've seen a few people doing it. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of it come Easter. I think people will still get their Easter vest on, and do that kind of stuff. And it's sad that people can't go out and socialize in those types of situations, because those are the things that we love to do as a community, is be with other people. So it is nice to have this avenue to be able to engage people and be able to speak. I mean, I've seen tons of people who are having great conversations with 8 or 9 different people at the same time. We did a friend of mine, a couple of friends of ours had 50th birthdays over the weekend. So we prepared them with some beverages. They all got together. They did shots together. I mean, they did the same things that they're going to do together,
Yeah.
just separately. And we're helping to facilitate a lot of that with some of the things that we do. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, fun. Well, I figure, you know what? Every day I'm still in work attire. That should count for something, right? And
This is true.
yeah.
Like
So,
you do have to go to work every day, and like and we all do, and whether it's at home or whether it's at our shops or our offices, we still have to go to work, and we have to maintain, some level of normalcy in this chaos, and knowing that this is going to be a long haul. I mean, we're all in this for a lot longer period of time than we had originally thought, but it's about keeping people safe and saving lives
right.
and we're keeping in close contact with our friends at Sanford and Nevada to make sure that we're doing what we need to do. I was just talking to a friend of mine at Sanford last night, and I said, "Is there anything else that we can do?" And he said, "Just keep supporting and keep doing what you're doing, and keep people entertained and keep the morale up, because that's our job. We're morale boosters. We do what we do to keep people happy and coping, so to
Right,
speak."
right.
So.
Our friend Krista Orsak chiming in here in the live broadcast. Enchiladas are comfort food. Yes, I agree. Had
The
them in the home
enchiladas
office.
go really, really fast. So I'm just warning anybody who is listening or watching this broadcast right now that if you want any of the enchiladas, get in there today to grab them. We will have more stocked up tomorrow and through the weekend, but man, they are so tasty.
Hey, on the Riedel event,
Yep.
what's the deadline if somebody wants to participate in this? And then how does it work? Do they come to JJ's and pick it all up, or what's the
Yep.
deal there? And
Yep.
when's it actually held?
Yep, what they need to do is go to our Facebook page on JJ's, look for the event. It's JJ's at Home Riedel Glass Tasting Event. We can put the link I think we can put the link into the chat here if
Oh
we
yeah.
need it.
Yep.
Mine's not working for some reason, so I'm going to let you handle that. But we'll have all of that there. You can go in there. You'll pay for the tickets, which is $60 per person plus tax, so it's $64.50. Everything's handled through Eventbrite, but we're absorbing the Eventbrite fees, so you're going to pay exactly what you pay if you just came into the store.
Okay.
As soon as you pay for your ticket, then we will reach out to you about how we're going to get you your sample kits and how you're going to get your glass tasting kits and all that kind of stuff. And then, for the most part, it'll be curbside pickup where you can come in and grab them. So we'll just make those arrangements after the fact once we know that you want to participate. So,
Hey, you know what we need to figure out next is some kind of, I don't know how this works, but virtual axes and ales. Have you thought about this?
what's funny? It's funny you should say that because we're as soon as the weather gets nice, it's supposed to be in the 60s all week next week. I'm going to
Yeah.
have Dylan bring our portable axe throwing out and put it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to keep the right kind of separation that's necessary and do the things, the responsible way to do it, because we do
Right.
want to make sure that people are not being stupid. And then they'll be able to get a kind of a bird's eye view of the construction that's going on as we're building out the new axes and nails, because my
Oh.
brother Nick and his crew with AMS Building Systems are the ones who are doing the build out for the new place.
Yeah.
So they started yesterday. And so that's all
Cool.
going on now. And hopefully
Great.
when this is all done, then we'll be able to kick that off too.
Okay,
So
here's my challenge to those of you who are watching. Who do you want to see battle it out throwing axes? Give me your
oh my
two.
goodness.
Give me your two contestants, and then how about we bring them to the parking lot, Tom, and we'll do it live.
Oh, I think it'd be great. I
Oh, I
think
know.
I think I'm challenging right now. I'm challenging Mayor Paul Tenhaken to come down and throw axes, and what we'll do is we will try and figure out some way to raise money for the One Sioux Falls Fund. I think
Yes.
it'd be a great way to engage that.
So he's going to
Um,
go against you. Is this the plan, or?
no, I put him against Dylan, our chief expert. Either
Oh,
that or have him pick his own challenger, and maybe he's got somebody else out in the community that he wants to challenge to axe
maybe,
throwing,
maybe.
and then we can have
Yes.
some friendly wagers. And I think we could say this is all just coming to me off the top of my head right
Right.
now.
This
So
is
thank
how this
you.
happens, though. This is how the
I know I
magic
love it,
happens.
but I think we could
Yeah.
certainly use it as an opportunity to raise money for the One Sioux Falls Fund. We can't do Denny
Yes.
Sanford money, but we can certainly help, dollar by dollar. So,
And we'll run it live, and you all can watch.
oh my God, it'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All
So,
right. So
Mayor
that's going to
Paul.
happen. So
I'm
tell us.
challenging Mayor Paul right now to come and throw axes next week once we get set up down there, and we'll figure out a way to raise money for One Sioux Falls.
You know
So
what? He deserves to be able to throw some axes. Oh, he's doing a great job. But
I would agree. Yep, he's doing a great job.
let's let off a little bit of stress and steam and just hurl an axe. So yeah, I think it's a great idea, Tom. We're gonna make this happen.
We just want to assure people that we will do it responsibly. We will make sure that people are maintaining their separation.
And we will sanitize the axes.
the axes will get sanitized after every throw, and Dylan and I are going to sit down this week and figure out the right way to do it to make sure we're doing it the right way.
Okay,
So,
yes, Krista's
yep.
on board. This is good. This is going to work.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else are we missing? What else should we talk about before I let you go?
Um, we've got, we'll probably touch base again next week, but, Zach and I are busy putting together plans for more virtual tastings and stuff. 3.0 cocktails to go have been huge.
Yes.
People love our house cocktail recipes that we developed over the last couple of years, and there was a lot of consternation about the fact that they couldn't get one. So we started putting them in sealed containers. It's no different than a ready to drink, beverage that you're buying off the retail shelf. We're putting them together with our recipes in our kitchen and sealing them up, and then you take them home and you enjoy them just like you were sitting in the 3.0 cocktail bar. So it's giving me some ideas for some things that we can do in the future with some of this stuff. I think it'd be kind of cool to maybe develop this into a product line to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So I think we've got 6 different cocktails to go right now that we're working with. We're doing our old fashioned, our gimlet, cosmopolitan. We're looking at doing a Bloody Mary pack. I was talking to my friend Cammie Burns from Republic. She's a representative for Tito's Vodka. Tito's Vodka wants to step up and help us put some things together to help some of the medical community around here kind of relax a little bit when they're not, taking on COVID. So we're going to start putting together some Tito's drink packs that people will be able to come in and pre-purchase, and then we're just going to give it to somebody
Nice.
within the medical profession that's working extra hours these days.
Hey, I
So
wonder if
that's
some
other
of those
things. Those
folks
are other things that we're working on. We got a lot going on. So
maybe they'll back the axe throwing tournament. I mean, I got concepts in my head for this thing. We didn't get March Madness, so maybe we do the JJ's Axes bracket or something.
that's distinct possibility. That's absolute
Yes.
possibility.
Hey,
So
before we go, where's Buffy? I think we need a Buffy sighting.
hey, Buffy, come here.
I mean,
Come here.
why? There she is.
There she is. Can you say
Oh,
hello to everybody? Say
I
hi,
think you should
everyone.
bring her to the store. Why haven't I ever seen her at the store? Now we're getting
Because
likes.
she has a tail that's like that goes about 90 miles an hour, and
Oh,
so when you think about how low some of those
no
shelves are,
bottle would be safe from
just
Buffy.
think of bottles,
Oh.
all over the place. So that's why Buffy doesn't spend a whole lot of time at the shop. But
All right, the benefits of work from home are everywhere.
this is true. Yeah, he's got scritches whenever you need them. So
Okay, remember that Riedel tasting, everybody. If you want to take advantage of that, make sure to reach out to Tom and his team. I will put the link for that here in the comments once we are done. Otherwise, just keep an eye on JJ's. I signed up for their newsletter, so that's a great way to stay updated on everything they've got going on. They're great about updating Facebook as well. And as
if
Tom hinted at, lots more good stuff ahead. So,
if they don't have Facebook, you don't need to have Facebook to participate in this tasting either, because they're going to be handling everything through Zoom webinar.
oh, sure.
But Anne's actually going to facilitate all that for us, because that's like I said, they've been testing this package for a while. So if they don't have Facebook and they can't get to the event page in order to purchase their tickets, have them reach out. You can reach out to us directly at JJ's. Either email me, Tom at jjswine.com, or email Zach, ZAC, at jjswine.com. We'll get you hooked up. So
Okay, so tell your non-Facebook friends or your Facebook friends who are taking a break from Facebook, because I know that's some of you too. Make sure they hear about this as well. We don't want
yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's like I said, it's different. It's interesting. You get some cool glassware, and you get opportunities to buy some other stuff too. So, and engage with your friends. We can turn it into a friend party. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Okay,
All right.
thanks for your time.
You bet.
Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'm sure we will talk, and we'll see you again soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay,
Thanks, Jody. Appreciate it.
bye.
Bye.